So after the video the other day, some people asked me, one, how to do a proper push-up, and two, how to get better at push-ups. So the first thing you do is have to get your elbow motion right. So wherever you're at, just humor me. Just put your hands like this, right? Push out, bring them back, push out. Feel where your elbows are going? Perfect, right? One thing I get a lot of is people, when they get down to do a push-up, they go like this, right? They kind of do some funky, which is awful. So what I like to do is for a push-up, I want to be better at just pushing. So this is the perfect motion. Then you get down, and that's where your elbows go, all right? So that's step one. Make sure your elbows go down and back like that. And then two, big thing with push-ups is people, when you go down, like stretch their face to the floor, or they go like this with their head, right? Your head shouldn't move at all. And one thing you'll notice is, just in general, we spend too much time on computers and our phones and looking down, and our back is rounded like this. And it puts a lot of strain on your levator scapular muscle. So a lot of people, they carry their stress right here, and it's not that you're carrying your stress in your shoulders, it's that it's constantly under tension from improper biomechanics or improper posture, and that's where you feel it the most. So whenever you're training, make sure you never ever reinforce a bad position. I mean, training is about making yourself better. So here's what I do. For any push-up, I don't worry about my face at all. Just focus on your chest. So your head doesn't move, your chest goes to the ground, and then you're back up. And the little trick is just close your eyes and go by feel. Hit the ground, back up. Hit the ground, back up. Another thing that's very important is you want to make sure your stomach and your butt is tight. So a push-up, it's a really good ab exercise too, because it's all it is a plank. So right now I'm holding a plank and I'm a moving plank, right? So if I let my stomach relax, I sag, and I don't want to push my butt up. I want it nice and perfectly straight. That's a good point too, is if you are holding a plank, it's either perfect or nothing. You don't want to have your butt in the air like this and hold in this position. A good check is if you can flex your butt cheeks and flex your stomach and squeeze your butt cheeks, you're good. I mean, the whole purpose of a plank is to stabilize your spine so you're standing, you're nice and straight. You don't walk around like this, so you don't want to have a plank like this. Makes sense? Now, unfortunately, a lot of folks, when they start, your chest, your shoulder, and your tricep muscles, those are the main muscle groups in a push-up, aren't strong enough to do a push-up on the ground. So if that's the case, get on a box. So what I like to do, the higher the box is, the more it'll help you. Exact same rules, everything's flexed. And just aim the bottom of your sternum or your xiphoid to the corner of the box. Elbows down and back, corner of the box, and up, just like that. So what you do is you use a box at your level, and sometimes you have to swallow your pride, guys. You know, I'll see people and they do a lot of these right here. You're cheating yourself about that much of motion, plus you're doing bad things with your neck. So swallow your pride, go up to a box, knock it out. If that's too hard, a little bit higher box. Keep your stomach flexed, you're not sagging. And then sometimes, you just might not be ready to use a box. And I'll see this sometimes where people use box and they get hardly any motion in their arms because they're not quite strong enough. So what you do is get a bench, grab some weights, lay down, and bench press. All right, sometimes this is where you gotta start. The problem with the bench press is you don't use your torso at all, so you're gonna have to add some planks or stomach work in with it. And two, just so on a side note, if you wanna get really good at bench pressing, you want your arms to come down and be like perpendicular to the floor. You don't want them angled in on the bar or too wide. Just like that. It's good at benching. The other thing you want to avoid is I find when people do push-ups on their knees, right, one, it takes away a lot of core work, which isn't good. But two, they never seem to progress. I find when you do an elevated thing, people get better at it. So I've had folks that couldn't do a push-up at all, had to start with a bench press, and now they're knocking them out on the ground like nothing. So you're at home, this could be a chair, this could be the side of your couch. You could do something higher, do like a kitchen countertop and work at it. I think that covers everything that's in my mind. And then for getting better, to get better at push-ups, do push-ups. Right? I mean, you can do push-ups just about every day of the week, but I would do at least 3-4 days a week. And then maybe if you're feeling fresh and good, do something challenging, right? And then, oh my gosh, if you're fatigued and you feel yourself starting to cheat, maybe the next set, go up to a little higher box, right? But you always gotta try and push push yourself. If you're having a good day, challenge yourself something new. And I would highly encourage you to have someone watch you or film you or even go to a trainer and keep an eye on you, because a lot of times what you think you're doing, you're not doing. And one thing I like to do when I'm working with people is I'll just secretly film them and then I'll show them. They're like, holy shit, I can't believe I'm doing that. You know, doing the head bobs instead of full push-ups. And then I guess one last thing. If you get good at push-ups, get yourself a set of rings. Push-ups on rings or flies on rings, I absolutely love them. They're challenging, great for your core, and you really feel it in your chest. Have any other questions, always ask. I'll answer them for you.